Hello, hello.
You don't sound like you're on your mic, actually.
Oh, because I was recording with it, but that shouldn't change anything.
Why did you change the default speaker?
Uh, because Hacksaw Jim Duggan didn't talk to me directly. I had to play audio of him.
You interviewed him afterwards?
Hold on one second here. Does it sound okay?
Sounds fine, it just doesn't sound like the regular mic.
Um,
Like if you go to the little thing that says where it says mute, if you click on that, does it say, oh, maybe it's my fault. Try it again. Oh, now it sounds better. It was my fault.
okay.
I had it through
Still here? Okay.
the speakers that were on the computer. That's why it sounded worse.
Well, now we're all set.
Now we're all set. Sunday night in the Moog Room.
All around the world you can hear them. Hey, hey, hey. Talking about news and kind of funny stuff. Hey, hey, hey. Mag-room, mag-room, the mag-room, the mag-room.
Ted Turner died this week.
Did he? I didn't hear that. How old was he? He must have been like 90 something. Are you still on the writer strike? Were you on like something from like 8 years ago or?
No, I was Tina Turner died.
Oh, Tina Turner died.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had something. I watched the movie. Did you ever watch that movie? What's Love Got to Do with It? Lawrence Fishburne.
I'm not. It almost feels like I'm saying something that you're not supposed to say as an American because I think everybody likes Tina Turner, but I'm not impressed with her body of work at all.
Interesting. It's because you're sexist.
A guy that's put out 71 podcasts of his own, I think, has an opinion that's valid, right?
Would she be impressed with your body so far?
That's why she's dead.
She's like, I can't handle this.
You're so much better than me.
If this guy does one more episode that's better than Tiny
72
Dancer.
shows in. Not Tiny Dancer. Private Dancer.
Whatever it is.
Do you like Tina Turner music?
I like that one. What's the one? I like Simply the Best. Simply the best.
Such a boring song. I don't.
Better than all the rest.
Doesn't do it for. It sounds like that song sounds like a commercial to me.
It does. They've had it in commercials.
So it just lost any coolness to it has been stripped from it by the commercialization of it.
Well, she's got that story. That's part of it, right?
That's why everybody likes it. I get it.
The guy who beat the shit out of her, and then she came back and had a career.
She's a triumphant woman for sure. I just think her music's nothing.
I don't think you have to like her. I don't think you have to like her music, though. I think she was definitely overrated. She did have a stretch, though. That one album,
the Queen of Rock and Roll. Don't they call her the Queen of Rock and Roll?
I don't know. I mean, she's got a good voice.
She's got a distinct voice.
Yeah,
she's got a voice that if you hear, which I think is a very cool thing for musicians, is when you have a guy like Stevie Ray Vaughan. When he played guitar, you could just tell he was playing it. Now it's different.
And he was a terrible singer.
Would you rather listen to Stevie Ray Vaughan or Tina Turner?
How about Stevie Ray Vaughan playing guitar with Tina Turner singing? Maybe we should record the Mag Room song in honor of Tina Turner.
You want to do that?
This pod is simply the best.
Bow, bow, bow.
I don't know. The movie was disturbing. If you've never seen the movie, it's like disturbing. Like
she gets treated her?
Yeah, she gets like raped by him 3 times, and it's just it was terrible. Like women had I mean, this isn't like a
hot take.
Groundbreaking. Did you realize women didn't really have many rights back then, Mark?
I heard black people didn't have it all that easy
and
either.
Black women even worse.
Tough times, man.
I don't know if you ever heard that, but hot take. Some people might be hearing that for the first time. I'm not going to hold it back.
Aren't you glad you tuned in this week, people?
The very special Mag Room. Deep. All right. You got anything from your crazy weekend, crazy holiday weekend?
Okay, so what did I do? I did a lot of. Here, I'll give you like maybe 4 things, and you tell me which one you want me to. You ask all the annoying questions and dig deeper into my life, and find out what I did.
Why are they annoying? Why do you want to hang out with me? What's the...
Because it's fun to get annoyed.
I met the one person who likes to get annoyed.
Yeah, it's great. And then I go and listen to it 8 times. All right, so I cleaned a lot this weekend. So I cleaned my house, I cleaned my shop a little bit. Matt came up.
Is that related?
Yeah. He's kind of like, it's like having a girlfriend. He's like the weekends he comes up, he likes to do stuff. We clean my house. We clean the inside of my house.
You both decided to clean your house.
He more decided. I wanted to do it, but he's like, he gets into it.
Really? I feel like I'd go home and clean my own house first.
No, he does that.
So that's already done.
He's got a more boring life than I do. I think
he still needs to clean more things.
What he needs to do is probably this is my divorced friend. He doesn't listen, so I think I can say whatever I want about him. He came up yesterday. Let's see. We went out paddling after work, and then like today we woke up and we cleaned my garage, cleaned my inside of my house. We swept stuff up. We went paddling again. We ate out at like nice restaurants, but we went out to like Asian places the last 2 nights.
Brugger's Bagels?
No, we went to Chubby Salmon, and I can't remember the name of the other place. Let's see. Okay, so anyway, so like I don't know, we just do like boyfriend girlfriendy type.
That's great.
We clean my house, and
what's that called? What's that called? Doesn't it have a thing? A bromance?
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
I've known him since I was like 11.
Yeah.
So.
But it's a new bromance because now you're both divorced again.
He's like a deer that doesn't have its legs yet. You know how deer walk with their wobbly legs? And I'm like the older deer, like, it'll be okay. Yeah. Come on.
Teaching him. Come on, let's go in the water. You can do it.
Deer anywhere. We're deer.
Did we get any letters?
Oh, right. Yes. I totally forgot until just now. Yeah, we got a letter to our P.O. box that we opened up.
So let me remind people of the address.
Yeah, sure.
10152 Indiantown Road, P.O. Box 9, Jupiter, Florida 33478. I said a letter. We've probably gotten hundreds of letters, but you picked out one to read today.
This is just on the top of the pile.
Yep.
But look who the return address is from.
Susanna Hoffs.
Yep.
It doesn't have an address. It just says The Bangles, L.A., California.
A lot of shorthand. She spelled her own name wrong. I guess she probably lives in L.A.
She's probably just trying to throw you off a little bit. Let's see. Maybe you think it's, you want to read this on the air? It could be very...
It's wicked long. Look at this.
Holy smokes. She loves you. Is this going to be appropriate? You've not read this yet.
I had no idea it would be this long. To the mag bag. Happy belated birthday, Jarrod. Is there any way Jarrod could talk about the 1986 Mets or review Once Upon a Time in Queens? ? I feel like Jarrod is a big Mets fan. Speaking about something for which Jarrod has so much passion would hopefully translate well into the podcast. I would love to hear about what Mark and Jarrod love from their childhoods in the 1980s, whether it relates to sports, toys, TV shows, movies, etc. What was our favorite stuff in the 1980s? What was your favorite stuff from the 1980s, Jarrod?
I feel like the 90s really turned it for. I feel like early 90s.
You didn't have a fun first 10 years of your life?
No, I mean 80s were fine, but it was like you were on the cusp of cool stuff.
I think the 80s were great.
Like when did Nintendo come out?
Like 85, 6.
Yeah.
I know I was playing in probably like 6th grade.
Yeah, you're like...
I'd say it was about 85 or 86, if I remember correctly. That I got it, at least. I don't know if I got it brand new. I don't think I'm sure I gave somebody a wedgie. That was not like a big move for me.
Wet Willie?
No. Tabletop. We used to tabletop people.
Oh, yeah, I got tabletopped once good.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever have bomb scares?
I don't remember them being called that. I just remember being like fire drills. I guess.
Remember like once every couple months. We'd all evacuate the school. We'd go back in. Like one of the AP teachers would be like, the AP test does not change for bomb scares. So we still have to go.
Oh, come on. I was still reading up until the last minute.
But you'd go out and there was at New Milford, there was this one hill I remember I was standing on the hill, my back. So the hill, I was like facing up the hill.
Oh no.
And Ken Sansone went behind me, and someone tabletop me down the hill.
Tumbled?
I think I just hit hard, but you get a lot of air.
Yeah.
Because it's slanted down, right? So you just go up and over. It was a good one.
That's funny.
It was a good one.
Yeah, tabletopping was good. Couldn't do it now. I'd probably break something. So maybe that's my favorite thing from the 80s. Tabletopping people.
That's somewhat sad. You're like, you didn't have a good 80s?
I loved tabletopping people. I loved lighting fireworks.
This is all stuff you could do now.
Yeah, drinking Dad's beer down by the creek behind Jay Judge's house. That was
probably
fun.
still do that now. You probably still
If
steal your dad's beer.
No, I don't. But I'm not above it. I would. I just don't go.
Sure.
Yeah,
it's too far. You're just naming nothing that's like specific to the 80s.
To the 80s. No, tabletopping peaked in the 80s. Look it up. I guarantee you, tabletop. There's more tabletopping.
If I look up tabletopping, there's like a Wikipedia.
Decade by decade table. Yes. There's some, I guarantee you, tabletopping peaked in the 80s. Because I got tabletopped 1,000 times in the 80s and never since then.
There's an article from CBS News in 2011. Injured student warns of tabletopping trend.
What's a rebirth? It's a...
Oh boy, what's coming up is a Urban Dictionary definition that I'm not going to read.
Come on, I'll bleep it out.
No.
Come on, it's so bad that you can't even bleep it out? No, I want to look it up.
Scott says she's still in pain weeks after she was tabletopped.
Yes, that's the point.
Feels it in her back and in her ankles.
Yes, you're proving their point for them, ma'am. Oh, it was a girl, though, that got tabletopped?
Yeah.
That's probably, that might be outside of...
They didn't even say sorry till their moms made them, said Lauren Scott.
Oh, girl. It was girl on girl tabletopping, probably.
I don't know.
Well, both those were girl names. So
Lauren Scott was the one who got tabletopped. But it didn't say who the other person was. So it says one boy wrote her an apology letter.
Oh, it was a boy. I don't condone boy on girl tabletopping at all. But for young people, tabletopping is cool.
I'm glad you made a stand.
Yeah.
There's some YouTube videos.
We used to throw fireworks at each other too. Do that.
Okay, we're back for please don't go on the cord because it's going to short out. So we're back for with Emma. Everyone can hear that.
I'm also here.
And Brennan's here as well.
He's just here to watch this.
For Fine Feathered Friends with Emma and Brennan.
This is why, Mark, I told my dad that I did not want to tell him which bird I was doing in advance because I knew you would find a sound and then play it on repeat. This is the American woodcock is a type of shorebird, even though it's not found near the shore at all. It's found in the woods, but it's
technically... Why is it called a shorebird then?
I think it just has to do with its traits, I guess. I don't really understand that any more than you do, but...
Okay.
How do you know how well Mark understands this?
Well, Mark just asked.
Yeah, but maybe he's just quizzing you.
Yeah, this was a test out.
Well, as you can, as Mark,
I'm yanking you from the Audubon Society.
As Mark and Father can see, it looks very camouflaged with the leaves on the ground. And that's to help protect it from predators. And its eyes are on near the top of its head, so it can see 360 degrees around. And it actually nests on the ground. Yes, the sound is very interesting because they do these really weird mating displays, and this is part of them, where they'll start to spin in a circle and make that noise. And you can see them happen at like right around 8 o'clock in the, I'd say, earlier spring. And then they make like a whistling noise as they take off and like go into the air. And then they make like a kissing noise as they come back down, and they land almost in the exact same spot.
It's exactly how Mark mates.
Yeah.
Fly.
Spins around in a circle.
Do I look cuter when I sound like that, Emma?
Makes a little kiss. Maybe he also plays the air guitar. Does the woodcock play the air guitar?
With this species, the woodcock, the males will just mate with the females and then go off and leave them alone.
Yeah, just forever, right? Look, baby, I'd love to stay and raise our woodcock babies together, but
They're actually also
Papa was a
called.
rolling stone, as they say in the Woodcock.
They're also called. Their nicknames are bog suckers or timberdoodles.
All
Those are
cool
totally
names.
different.
Also,
Bog, B-O-G suckers.
yeah, bog suckers, or because their long beak is used for like probing in the
Timberdoodle
ground.
sounds like a dessert.
And bog sucker sounds like something a British person would call like a Scottish person as an insult.
You're just like some sort of bog sucker. How about bog doodle? Can we just combine them?
I don't know.
Boggle doodle?
It says
Bog
that.
sucklecock.
Oh, timber sucker sounds better.
Bog
Timber
sucker,
sucker.
woodcock.
Bog doodle sounds better.
No, timbers.
Timber sucker.
Weird that a woodcock and bog sucker.
No,
Timber
because
sucker.
timber sucker sounds inappropriate.
Yeah, timber sucker.
Timber sucker sounds inappropriate.
What did you say?
Almost all the words sound inappropriate.
Bog sucker doesn't sound great either.
Well, I think timberdoodle is cute, and we should keep it like.
Yeah.
How come they have to rename every sports team, but they can't find a decent name for the woodcock, bog sucker, or timber doodle?
That would be a good
Like
sports
Kestrel.
name.
Remember Kestrel from last week? That's a
Bog
perfect
sucker,
bird name. It's got a
timberdoodle.
K in it. It's got an S.
Washington woodcocks, also known as the Washington timberdoodles.
Bog suckers.
The
Yeah,
Washington bog suckers.
I definitely want to get traded from the bog suckers. I'd be on the Kestrels way before I was on the bog suckers.
Yeah, Kestrel. There should be a team, the Kestrels. All right, so that's the woodcock.
Our first draft pick
Feathered
is Ray's
friends with Emma.
Woodcock. All right, get out of here.
All right, I got 3 quick Sisk stories, quick ones.
Free bird.
First one. So you have you ever thought about stealing something, like just going like, hey, I'm gonna try to steal
big?
something and make a big hit and get out?
I mean, yes, all the time. I think I'd love to. I've never really tried to plan it out. I've just always thought there's a Brinks truck that parks outside Publix,
Oh my God, that's what this is about.
and I mean, if I was really serious about it, I could totally monitor the times he comes, and we could plot this out.
So say we did,
Okay.
and we get in the truck. So this truck was left overnight in a mall parking lot, which seems dumb. I think the guy's getting fired because
A Brinks truck?
yeah, or whatever this truck was. It was from the U.S.
I mean, a
Mint.
money?
So they break in the truck, and literally they stole $200,000 worth of dimes. 2 million dimes. So the truck was filled with $750,000 worth of dimes.
That's funny. Oh, you'd be so pissed.
So the cleanup took hours as dimes were found scattered all throughout the park. It said there were 10 or more males in black clothing and gray hoodies.
What if they knew it was dimes and they still did it anyway? Or if they just thought it was, what was the total take?
$200,000.
They got 200,000.
But so here's the part I was thinking about.
Was their car riding this far off the ground? the
Oh,
whole
it's
time they
really
were
heavy.
driving?
$200,000, 2 million dimes is probably pretty heavy.
That's crazy. I wonder how many
Also,
cars they came in.
what do you do with it afterwards?
I mean,
You can't go to the
spent-
supermarket to one of those bank machines and pour in 2 million dimes.
It was like
With a
my,
Coinstar, you're at the Coinstar machine.
So
Yeah, so you'd
I
have
imagine it's the same thing here. You're constantly going to different banks to they're gonna get caught by that, I guess.
You got to roll
Trying
up the dimes. You bring in how many dimes could you bring in a bank and not get
and not look suspicious.
$50? $50?
So you got to spend every day going from bank to bank, getting $50, and you have to figure out.
Hey
how
Jim,
to space it
got
out
$50 with dimes again.
How come you have so many dimes late all of a sudden? Do you have some new business that trades in dimes?
Yeah, because nobody uses dimes anymore.
No payphones, no.
Remember, you used to be able to get gumballs for a dime. Like nothing's a dime.
Yeah, that's what you get for being a criminal.
So be on the lookout if someone comes in your store and is paying with dimes. It's probably a reward. You think they pay you the reward in
Rewarding
dimes?
dime. Why don't you keep 6
$5,000.
Keep 6 of those stacks for yourself, pal.
Just sounded like more work. Like afterwards, the guy was like, "So we got $200,000, but it's only in dimes."
I really want to know if they knew. I mean, I guess they. Do you think they?
I don't think they did. I think they saw the truck because the guy got arrested. They're supposed to drive the. No, the guy who was the driver. Like you're supposed to drive the truck overnight. He was going from somewhere to Florida, and you're supposed to keep driving. Like you don't stop the So he stopped in Philly in some mall parking lot. It seems dumb.
And then he left that parking lot and went somewhere?
I guess he wasn't in the truck.
Left I keep saying Brinks truck. I just mean a truck filled with money.
Yeah. That has like some decal on the side that makes you know that it's filled with money.
Right. Well, you said you worked for the Fed, right? Like
yeah, the U.S. Mint.
A mint, okay.
Yeah.
You probably get a little more than just a slap on the wrist from the employer, you know?
Yep. Second one. This story. You ever think about just like see some furniture on the side of the road? Has it ever crossed your mind to take it?
I mean, I've done it, so yes.
Yeah? Like, what did you take?
You might have sat on some roadside furniture at the Magroom Fest.
Oh, Jesus.
I had a few of those lawn chairs were from just things I found on the side of the road.
No, but what about like a couch?
No, I mean, I've never done that.
I remember in college we bought a couch at Goodwill.
I've done that more than once. In my life.
That's pretty close, probably.
The grossness level? I don't know. I don't get grossed out by that stuff. You know me.
How about a mattress?
All right, so I might get grossed out by that. I've never. I wouldn't buy a mattress from Goodwill, no. But I have taken mattresses from people have given me mattresses before because I wet them and they said, "Just take it. I don't want it anymore." I'm just kidding. That didn't really.
You go stay over,
and I pissed the bed, and then they said, "Just
like,
keep
the mattress. Keep it."
Yeah,
so this woman found a used couch in New York City, and it was on TikTok, which we love. We love TikTok. And the New York City people got all freaked out because they think there's a good chance it might have bed bugs. So there's a huge bed bugs problem, and it says you can't clean them out. They're hard to stop. They could be lying low.
DDT, right? You got to use DDT to kill bed bugs. I guess
it says you can't really do it. Bed bugs can walk and will follow you to another room, so you can't just sleep on another place. They'll come get you. They can live for 6 months without a meal. So if they just sit in your couch and you never sit on the couch, they're just waiting for you for 6 months. So the person said it might be just best to just skip that piece of secondhand furniture. It said call a pest control expert. She said it was like maybe some $7,000 couch or something like that, which seems made up.
You just wondering if I'd pick up furniture?
Yeah, I've definitely taken furniture from people, but nothing that's like upholstery. I wouldn't take like a couch or a chair.
You wouldn't take a couch from a friend?
I don't think so. Maybe a leather one?
I'm helping somebody move tomorrow. I might get offered something. Maybe I'll report back next week and then I might inherit some furniture tomorrow.
Yeah, what you would take?
You know how when you help people move, they always offer you like, I'm not using this thing anymore. So if he has anything cool, but I've been to his house before and he doesn't.
It's nice of you to help someone move.
When you drive a pickup truck, people do ask you for favors.
It's not much worse than moving. Moving sucks.
Yeah.
I'm moving in a month.
Oh yeah, do you need a truck?
I actually do need a truck. They'll move my stuff. My dad offered me this exercise bike I have to get from his house.
Is it a gas grill, I guess?
Yeah, gas. Charcoal takes way too long.
It does, but I like it though.
It's better, but at the time isn't.
Yeah, you're probably more often in a hurry than I am.
Yeah, I fire that thing up. I gotta cook food or my kids will kill me. It's close to like a hostage situation. So yeah, furniture, and then the third one actually was another obituary. You brought up Tina Turner before. Have you ever heard of? This was more of the like. I don't know, it's not coolest person alive, but maybe amazing stories with Jarrod Sisk. Do you ever heard of the Team Hoyt?
I have not.
So there was this guy.
Are you saying the word hurt with a weird bunker accent?
That did sound Hoyt. I'm so Hoyt, Mark.
Yeah.
No, Hoyt.
Okay.
There's this guy, Rick Hoyt. No, Rick was the kid. The dad was Dick. Sorry, Dick and Rick. Dick was the dad, and his son Rick was had cerebral palsy.
Okay.
His umbilical cord was around his neck. His brain could not properly control his muscles, so he was kind of a vegetable. He sat in a wheelchair. So in 1977, Rick asked his dad if they could run a race. which is really Dick running the race and pushing him. But
Right.
he wanted to prove that life went on no matter what your disability. So Dick Hoyt was not a runner and was 36 years old, but he trained. And then the son said, Dad, when I'm running, it feels like I'm not handicapped. So Dick started training, and this was a little bit funny, but I probably shouldn't have laughed at it. Said he began every day with a bag of cement in his wheelchair because Rick was at school and studying. So he replaced his son with a bag of cement.
And he just push it around?
Yeah. So then they competed in 1,130 endurance events, 72 marathons.
He in that bag of cement?
Yeah, he just ditched his son.
He's like, kid, it's just easier because I don't have to take it out to eat with me and stuff when I'm traveling.
Doesn't have to go to the bathroom.
Stay home with mom and I'll be in the bag of cement. We're going to go around the Boston Marathon.
You just put one of those fake heads on it and wrote Rick on the chest.
It's not because you're handicapped. I swear to God, it's mostly meals. It's just cheaper.
It's easier I don't have to fly you.
No hotel rooms or anything. Like you get it. I'm doing this because of you. You asked me to do it, but just
probably wouldn't have been as much of a feel-good story. It was like some guy just running with a bag of cement with a fake head on it and Rick spray painted on the front of it.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So 72 marathons and 6 Ironmen. Ran the Boston Marathon 32 times, and they ran across the U.S. in 45 days. So Dick retired after the 2014 Boston Marathon because he was 73. Yeah, this bag of cement retired a year later. Got too much water damage.
Really hard, yeah.
It's hard. And then the son got pushed by a dentist guy for 4 more years. Some other guy pushed him. But that guy died in 2020 at age of 50.
Was it his dentist?
I don't know. It just said a dentist from Billerica, Massachusetts. It would be great if your own dentist was doing it.
I wonder why they made that like the focal point of his personality. Like,
yeah, I don't know. He's just a dentist. Maybe
did they say his name?
Yeah, Brian Lyons. That sounds made up now that I read it.
Lyons.
It sounds.
Is it spelled Lyings?
BRYANLYONS. That sounds made up. I don't know if that's a real person. So Dick Hoyt, the dad, died in his sleep.
Dick Hoyt sounds like R.G. Bunker saying Dick Hurt.
Dick
Goyles. When Goyles were Goyles.
I got
Dick
kicked
Hoyt.
in.
Dick Hoyt.
Kicked in the groin in my Dick Hoyt. Yep. Died in 2021. So then
Dick
Rick, the son, just died the other day. So age 61.
Good for him.
I just thought it was, I don't know. We got a good laugh out of it too, but I thought it was just one of those amazing stories you read about. And
Rest in peace. When did he die?
The son died. The dad died a year or 2 ago, and then the son just died at age 61.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. But again, I was thinking to myself, like, if your kids are normally a lot of work, but if they have like a disability, that's like another level. And then your kid's like, hey, will you run with me? And you're just running all these marathons and stuff. I'm not that good of a person.
I already have to take you to the doctor like 4 times a week.
I know.
And I got to run with you?
And he probably had a job. Didn't he still have a job, probably?
I don't know. That's what I mean. 45 days running across the United States. I just wonder.
Yeah, I feel lazy. I graded like 4 papers today.
Maybe that's why.
Man, I'm tired.
I cleaned my living room, my kitchen.
Yeah, you did. You cleaned some stuff for once.
And my garage.
For the first time in 6 months, and you're gonna be it. They're gonna do an article about you.
I had a kid with cerebral palsy strapped to my back the whole time I was doing it, though.
Yeah, you were just complaining. You had to clean your house for 6 hours, and you're like, Jesus.
I'm tired, though.
This guy's running like marathons, and you gotta like clean your house. Do you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, go for it.
Produced by Dick Hoyts.
Dick Hoyt.
Theme song by Maggie Yellocks. Email mugaandcisco@gmail.com. But even better, write us a letter. I always feel weird rhyming those two when I say that.
better and butter.
Mag Room, 10152 Indian Town Road, P.O. Box 9, Jupiter, Florida, 33478. Thank
you, Susanna Hoffs, for sending one. That was great.
First letter. First one we read.
What does it say about our podcast that we get more action from a letter writing request than we do from
email?
Or Twitter and whatever.
Social
Instagram,
media. Yeah. It shows our audience. Yes, that's it. So have a great week. Everybody have a great week. Enjoy yourself. Get out and, you know what? Get out and look at some birds. We got 2 weeks of bird. You're gonna have some bird talk. You're gonna learn about some birds. If Emma keeps coming on, even though she's probably getting more mad at us every time she comes on, so we'll see.
I've been carrying my my recorder around to start. I'm gonna try to start doing more of my ambient stuff, like I said I would.
Oh, you're back.
Yep.
Ambient March
this
back?
weekend. Yeah, I did some beach stuff this weekend. I did some.
Every time you drop it off, I get worried about you. I'm like, is that it? Mark's giving up, and then you bring it back.
Problem is, it's really not that exciting on the final product. All it is the background noise for us talking right now. If I put it in, would be like the bird stuff.
I like when you use it for the scene changes.
Yeah?
Yeah, you should use some of that. Maybe some bird noise.
Okay.
Maybe this week. All right, so you'll do it during this episode when you edit it.
Put some of
during the theme scene change. You're going to put a bird call, and people have to write in and guess what bird it is.
Okay.
So, in the scene changes this week, everyone, you heard the bird call. Write in Muga and Cisco, and if you write it in the email, that's a guess. But if you write it in by letter, you will be the winner if it's the first letter received. Correct bird call.
If we kind of turn into a bird podcast, that might be kind of cool. But neither of us really knew anything about. I want to learn about bird.
Yeah.
But I don't actually know anything about bird.
Aren't there podcasts like that where the person's like a half idiot, but people like them trying to figure it out?
So us having a bird podcast, but not being bird experts, might work. What's our thing? Magpie. We could be the magpie room. Right? Isn't there a bird called a magpie? Don't people hate magpies?
Talking about wingspan and other feeding grounds.
Cloacas. We mentioned cloacas before.
Who?
He did a bird sound. That was funny. Birds are cool.
I agree.
I'll stick with birds a little bit.
All right. I like the bird minute. I think it's going, we'll see, but I like how it's doing so far.
And it is fun to annoy her, too.
It's a nice little segment. Yeah, it's kind of like when your sister comes on, you get the same vibe.
A little bit, yeah.
Hopefully this week, everyone will stick with the mag room.
The mag room.
Everything
else?
It's cream cheese.
Ooh, ooh, I like mag room. I like mag room. Ooh, ooh, mag room is good. Mag room is good. Ooh, ooh, I like mag room. I like mag room. Ooh, ooh, mag room is good. Mag room is good. The mag room's good. Ooh, ooh, I like mag room. I like mag room. Ooh, ooh, mag room is good. Mag room is good.
What's up, sucker?